Hi guys, I'm Never in a Million. I'm a gift designer, and on tonight's episode, I'm going to just touch in with you guys and make a concept. I'm still feeling a little bit underneath the weather. I went to the urgent care, got tested for the flu, COVID, and strep throat. All came back negative, and it turns out that I have like a sinus infection apparently, and I'm sure you can tell it in my voice. So just bear with that for this video. I'm showing you that I'm wrapping this box with this wrapping paper that I got from Dollar General. It was on it's part of their Christmas, and it was on the 24 days of savings. So I did wrap the box there. I am also going to use, I'm not going to use this in the concept, but I did want to show you guys these bears. These bears came from the TikTok shop for $3.47. That's right. There was a flash sale, so if you're on TikTok, be casually looking at these double heart bears is what they were called. And I thought I was going to get scammed, so I didn't tell anybody. I didn't even tell Bagged and Bowed. I just wanted to try it out to see if they were going to be a nice size, and they are. They're like 9 inches high and about 14 inches across. And for $3 and some change, I should have gotten way more, but I was just being conservative in case they weren't what they were supposed to be. They did take a while to get in, but I was glad that those came in. Okay, so I also want to recap while I'm like measuring inch by inch, just how well my Christmas sales went. They went very well, slow and steady. As you know, I did 2 events, and those events did pretty good. The first one was one where about 5,000 folks come all across Georgia to do the light show. I told you all about that. So I did very well there. Again, they did not want, and this is, I don't know if you guys can see that, is where the bears came from. But anyway, like I mentioned there, they didn't want my small concepts. I made way too many smaller concepts this year. But, you know, you live and you learn. I did street sales really the day before Christmas Eve. Christmas Eve was pretty good. And then the bulk of my money in the sales came from Christmas Day. And I know, guys, that we want to spend time with our families on Christmas Day, and you know that's not a factor for a lot of people. But I always say, if Mariah Carey can spend Christmas singing her Christmas song and making her millions of dollars, or these athletes can spend their Christmas Day on the field playing a game, one day out of the year and be with their family and help support their family all throughout the year, just to celebrate Christmas a little bit later in the evening when it's dark out, that's perfectly fine with me. And so, like Mariah Carey singing her song on Christmas or Thanksgiving Day at the Macy's Parade, I give up my holiday, and I go and I sell, and I am able to be with my family later on and able to help my family out financially if they need it throughout the year, because I have given that one day up to do sales, and sales were tremendous. Just double and triple what I made on Christmas Eve, and I made thousands of dollars on Christmas Eve. Okay, so it was very successful. I'm going to move on, and I'm going to show you some other bears here. I have a very good stockpile of items. I've worked all year long on searching for items, and so I'm really just focusing on here getting bears to complete out my concepts. I know that I have, plenty, you could probably see in the back, Victoria's Secret items, Bath and Body Works items, Dove, the 5 deep breaths. I have so much of that. I have plenty of the Good Bath products. I've got pajamas that I got for a penny. That's why I went crazy and drove all over Georgia. I've got candles that I got for pennies. I've got tons and tons of merchandise, and so I am able to splurge. I only have a $250 budget for Valentine's. I'm able to splurge on bears, and I wanted to show you guys these Valentine's bears that are at Dollar Tree. They come out every year and then they get gone very fastly. I've been going around and collecting them, about $40 worth of bears. And I'm going to use this pink one in a concept right now. Okay. So I think this is a good investment for it, and it will definitely bring in 10 times the money. So everything that I'm going to include this bear in will be at least $50 or more. And I spent about $11.60 something cents in here, roughly. So just follow along and I'll kind of show you there. And I'm probably going to take another break because I need some water. I also want to say that during this, when I was making this gift, I wore a mask and also washed my hands frequently and even sprayed my gift, okay? And I also am not contagious, by the way. I also want to show this bag of socks. Shout out to Bagged and Bowed. I didn't do really much of the 25 cent shopping at Dollar Tree. I did none whatsoever, actually. But she had came across a cart full of these socks, and then she got some socks, and then when she was telling me on the phone, I was like, get in the car and go back. Get some more socks. And so I got 40 pairs. Well, she got 40 pairs for me. And I think she might have got 40 pairs herself. I don't know how many pairs she got, but she did get 40 pairs for me. And I paid her for these. I don't know why I said that, because oftentimes we don't pay each other. We just do a swap. But I paid and then she gave me these. So even swap. And I'll use a pair of these socks in this concept. So I, believe it or not, used all my penny socks from last time. So now I'm working with 25-cent socks. So far in this gift, we have a free box and some wrapping paper, and then $5 and 25 cents there worth of socks. And then if you guys remember, these came from when the Green Star pennied out just recently here, that big penny haul we did. And I have a matching set of a shirt and some shorts for pajamas that I will use here. And so this is in a size medium. And then I will wrap these up in on a box and include these in the concept. Okay. So yes, I'll just talk a little bit more about my holiday sales and how sales went for me. Like I mentioned before, I had made tons and tons of $15 gifts, $20 gifts, $25 gifts, and I have a good amount of those left. The real big thing for me and my clients was right leading up to the holidays, they wanted like $35 and $45. That's mainly all my custom orders were that I was fulfilling. And that was the majority of just sales at the events was $35 to $45. And then Christmas Eve, it started to get a little bit in the $50 range, $50 to $65 range. And then Christmas Day, it was really $95, $125, $75, $85. So much so that, of course, I ended up having to make gifts on Christmas Eve. I do that every year, but typically I'm making $35 toy little lots or toy arrangements that I do for children. I didn't get as many children's sales this year either. And I usually get a lot of uncles and aunties, like I mentioned, that, previously that end up going to family's house and want to have something for the kids. I think they thought ahead this year because I didn't get a lot of that. I had a lot of people visiting their parents for Christmas and wanted a nice high dollar gift, a lot of males. I had some who had, the wife had did all the Christmas shopping and they wanted to get something for their wife. So that's where a lot of my high dollar concepts went. So things like that. Also, I have in here a little bag that I had from Valentine's that was left over that I got when it probably pennied out or 90% off. And I'm just going to set one of our little trays in there that we have, okay? So I cut that off right at the top, and I'm just going to wrap my tray around that and do a little gift set in here with these 3 pieces of gingham gorgeous. And all these pieces came from the outlet. So as low as $1.45, and then as high as $2.25. So 2 I had got on sale for $1.45, and then 1, I think the spray was $2.25. Okay, so we have in that arrangement those 3 pieces. I will add socks and a loofah to this gift as well, and then I end up adding a candle to it also. Okay, so I'm going to show you this concept and how I pieced it all together. Okay, and just bear with me. I know there's been like a lot of pausing and stopping here, but this is how the end result looked. I would have actually liked a rose candle. I used to have a lot of candles in rose scent, but I actually kind of feel like I can get away with this penny candle because of the flower arrangement that I have in there. I say it's a flower arrangement, but it's literally 2 sprigs of flowers that came from Pop Shelf. The loofah came for $2 for $1.25. So that was 67 cents for the loofah. This penny candle, you guys know that I like stocked those candles, waiting for them to go to a penny, and they were all there. And that little sprig on that flowers from Pop Shelf kind of remind me of the jasmine that's on the candle. So that's how I feel like I could get away with that jasmine candle. I really used to have some rose scented ones, and ideally I would like a Get 'em Gorgeous candle in here, but I'm not going to search for that. The socks here were 25 cents. The bear was $5 for Family Dollar, and you can currently get that in the store. So we have about $11, 2 cents worth of pajamas, the front and the back. And this is how the gift turned out, okay? You would spend about retail $20 a piece for those Bath and Body Works around about. The candles $5, the pajamas were $5 each, and the bear itself is $5. So you'd probably spend about $75 or $78, I believe I calculated. But if you want it for my table, it's $115. And I know some people might be saying, oh, that's a lot of money for that gift. But all my on Valentine's, all my gifts that are 95 and higher come with 3 stem floral arrangements and a box of chocolate. Okay, and so I'm just demonstrating here with this leftover stem. But the customer would leave with something like this and a card for Valentine's Day. Okay, and so I am able to take a gift and teeter it a little bit higher because I know that if it's 95 or higher, what all comes with the gift is a selling feature. And so I'm always able to kind of add extra dollars onto my concepts. I wanted to show you there that I took the tag off of the bear's ear because I didn't like that inside the gift. And then I put a picture of the pajamas on that tag and kind of taped it to the back so they can tell that. And so this is a kind of a 360 view of what the gift looks like with the shirt and the pajamas, okay? And that concludes this gift. Yes, enjoyed you guys. Thanks for watching. As always, come back. I am going to be loading up on concepts that I can charge 95 or higher for. Oh, I'm also showing you this candy. It is still within date. I always get this after Christmas. And I pick it up very cheaply, either a penny or 90% off. All right, enjoyed you guys. Good night.